Even though making a mistake in wudu is serious, making mistakes in Aqeedah is more serious. So he mentioned to him and he said, look, I want you to write a book for us that explain to us the Aqeedah of the Salaf, the Aqeedah of the Sahaba, of the companions. Okay? Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah told him, there is no need. There's a lot of books from the great ulama of the past. You got the books Imam Ahmad, and Imam Malik, and Shafi'i, and Zuhd, and this and that. You got many books. Many books of ulama before me, just take one of them. He says, no, he insisted. And because he insisted and persisted upon that, Shaykh al-Islam wrote him that Aqeedah al-Wasiyya in one day, in one sitting actually, from his memory. And it became one of the great books. So that's why the ulama, they says, Ar-Rajul al-Mubarak, a person that Allah put barakah in whatever they say, whatever they said is beneficial. They don't just say anything. Whatever they say, anything, even when they ask a question like this, it will benefit the people. And may Allah protect us from being among those who ask for different reasons. He want to ask to put the person on the spot. He want to ask so that the person say, I don't know, and then he go outside in the parking lot and say, see, he don't know anything. He's an ignorant person. And that person, that's a statement of ignorance itself. Because ulama, they say they don't know for the things they don't know. Sahaba, they said they didn't know for the things they didn't know. The Prophet himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, many narrations we read and people ask him and he waits for the wahi. So saying I don't know for the things that you don't know, it takes knowledge to do that. It takes some serious understanding of the deen for a person to say, I don't know. You don't know? You're a student of knowledge. Listen, brother, I don't know. Imam Malik, rahimahullah. Imam Malik, he was the Imam of the dunya at the time. People came to him from Iraq or from Baghdad, from whatever, or maybe from Bukhara. Far. In a time when there was no train, no planes, no nothing. Okay? Afwan, sorry. Apologize. Okay? So, they came. They have set of questions. And he didn't answer most of them. I don't know. They said, what we're going to tell the people? We're going to go the whole way and tell them what? He said, tell them Malik don't know. This is it. Don't know. Nah. So anyway, questions and answers, that's one of the nice ways, alhamdulillah. We just have to have the adab. You don't ask, number one, from the adab, you don't ask anybody. That's another mistake. People just asking each other's. People, they just ask each other, Akhi, I'm going through some stuff. What do you think? So if somebody come to you, tell him, Akhi, listen, man, you asking me. Who told you I'm the one who to be asked? Akhi, come on, man. I'm not. Don't ask me, man. You ask me for a ride, I give you a ride. I have a car. That's it. You want to move? Alhamdulillah, I can pick up some boxes. But now you want to ask me about the religion? Nah, akhi, don't put me on that spot. So we can teach the people that we don't just talk about the deen of Allah without knowledge. So from the first question, what was the first question now that Jibreel alayhi salam asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Naam Abdullah, now you can answer this one. And what did they say? Anta ma'ana? Anta ma'ana? What was the first question that Jibreel alayhi salam asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? أحسنت. Who know it in Arabic? You know it in Arabic? ماذا قال له بالعربية? You know it in Wolof? Madingo? Surakulli? Jarama? Who knows? From the young ones first. What was the first question? Who knows in Arabic? So Abdullah was right. That Jibreel said to the Prophet ﷺ, أخبرني عن الإسلام. Inform me about Islam. So what is it in Arabic? Abdullah, what happened? I just said the answer, but you didn't pay attention to me. You have the answer? Man, if you have the answer, you come and complete the class right now. تفضل. What's the answer? شمس؟ ما شاء الله أنت تعيش في الضوء والحمد لله. الله أكبر. May Allah make your future bright. He's 6 years old. You're 6? You're still 6 today, right? All right. Alhamdulillah. نعم. ما معنى الإسلام؟ ما شاء الله. You're close. You're in a neighborhood, but not the right exact address. Who knows? نعم. أخبرني عن الإسلام. Abdullah. أخبرني. Say all of you say أخبرني عن الإسلام. أخبرني عن الإسلام. أخبرني عن الإسلام. That's what Jibreel alayhi salam said. Okay? Meaning, Shaykh he says, he said, tell me about the reality of Islam. Shaykh he mentioned now some very important things, Ikhwan, that we can relate to. He says, because it is a must that a person have knowledge of the real Islam. Especially these days, a lot of people claim to be on Islam, and people are far away from Islam. They're like, no, this is it. This is Islam, brother. That's why the Shaykh says you have to learn the correct Islam, the proper Islam, the Islam that the Prophet ﷺ taught the companions. Not anybody who's on something else and they put a name on it. Islam. Okay? The Shaykh says it's not enough to just stay as a Muslim through affiliation or through association. Meaning, it's not enough for those amongst us who were born as Muslims, whether in a Muslim countries or whether into Muslim families, like the little ones here, even though we live in America, but there is a lot of little guys here, little brothers here and sisters, alhamdulillah, they were born into Muslim families, alhamdulillah, which is a good thing for you. You have to be grateful, right? Abdul Rahim and Abdullah and them, you gotta be grateful that you are born into a Muslim family. You don't have to worry about a lot of stuff because alhamdulillah, Allah made it easy for you. Your parents are Muslims. But it's not enough to just be a Muslim because you were born in some Muslim country, even if that country is Saudi Arabia. Even if a person is born in Mecca. Mecca, you hear Mecca is a beautiful place, the best place on earth. Even if a person was born while his mother is what? Making tawaf. She just finished tawaf and gave birth to Abdullah. Now, for some people who don't know anything, now this Abdullah now is going to be like, it's Abdullah. See that brother right there? What about him? He's special. Why? He was born by the Kaaba. That Abdullah maybe don't pray. Don't pray, don't read Quran. But still some people think that he's in Jannah. Why he's in Jannah? Why? Because he was born by the Kaaba. That make nothing. Unless and until that brother has to learn the correct Islam from its proper sources. From its proper sources. What are the proper sources of Islam? La. The proper sources of Islam, not like what is Islam. Where do we take Islam now? Where we take Islam? Where we take Islam? Quran and Sunnah. Ahsant. Quran and Sunnah. These are the sources of Islam. From the Quran and from the Sunnah as-Sahiha, if you add that. Alright? Your brothers are twins? Huh? Because I looked at you. And then I'm giving a class, and I look at him and I said, how did he get there? I'm like giving the class, and I looked over there, it's like, wait a minute. I'm not that tired. I said, I'm not that tired. I just saw him over here. Now he's in the other side of the room. How did he get there? He happened to me once. Really? He happened to me with another brother in another masjid. I just gave him salam inside of the masjid. Just gave him the salam. And I know for sure I left him behind me because he was talking to other people. When I went outside, he's right there, waiting. Coming with a big smile. Salam alaikum. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, wa alaikum salam. But how did you get here, brother? How you made it here? He was surprised, like, what do you mean? I just got here, I prayed with you guys. And I'm like, no, wait. And I'm not asking about that. I just gave you salam inside the masjid. How did you get in here? He started laughing. He said, maybe you gave salam to my brother. I'm like, brother? He said, we're twins. Well, alhamdulillah. May Allah preserve you, brothers. Okay? Jazakumullah khair. Allah reward you. Ameen. Keep us firm upon that. Anybody here have twins? So I can know? You have twin? Where are you? Where? You guys twin? Oh, that's not bad. Alhamdulillah for me today. Inshallah. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. طيب. So it's what was the point I was making? The proper sources. Quran and Sunnah with the understanding of who? Of a Salaf al-Salih. So it's not enough for a person to just be a Muslim because he was born in Senegal, in Gambia, in Morocco, in Egypt, in Ethiopia, and even Saudi. Listen, man, this is Islam. You have to learn it and to practice it correctly. Likewise, it's not enough for someone who was not born in a Muslim country, someone who was not born into a Muslim family, like for example here in America or in Europe, in some non-Muslim countries, where some of the brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, after years of whatever, of non-Islam, Allah guide them to Al-Islam. So it's not enough for them to say, oh, took shahada, mashallah, alhamdulillah, 15 years. Well, why are you still the same guy? No, you have to learn. It's not enough to just say, oh, I took my shahada and my declaration of my shahada, I have it in my room. I still remember the brother who gave me shahada. But where is the salat? Where is the understanding? Where is the learning? Where is... Huh? Naam? You want to say something? Tfaddal. All right. Think about it, inshallah. And then when you raise your hand, you say, "No, leave him. He's okay. Let him." Just make sure that before you raise your hand, you're supposed to be ready to say what you want to say. Okay? Jazakallah khair. Tayyib. So the Shaykh said it's not enough. What a person just associate himself with Islam and the Muslims and he stay ignorant, he's not going to benefit from Islam. He's not going to benefit from Islam. As the Prophet ﷺ, he told him, Al-Islam and tashhada Allah. Before we get to that, this is very serious, Ikhwan. Like I said to you in the beginning, we can relate to this. We know, some of us came from environments that we know exactly what the Shaykh is talking about, right or wrong. People are upon shirk. Some people, they say they're Muslims, but they commit major shirk. Does Islam call to shirk? Or is against shirk? Islam warns against shirk. The Quran warns against shirk. The Prophet ﷺ warned against shirk. Islam came to obliterate shirk. Now there are certain people, they live in some Muslim countries and they commit major shirk and they still pray Asr in a masjid. on Maghrib.